How are you? I just wanted to thank you again for helping me find those photos. Losing them made me realize those memories are everything to me. Now, my new album is nearly half full. I can't help but wonder, will we really find them all? There was also a letter tucked away in the old one. Never mind about that. If you see any more of those photos, please do let me know. Well, I'm sure you're very busy. My, your workshop is flourishing. This generation, you really are something. I think there's only one photo left, but you've done enough, really. Because of you, I've been able to see my life slowly flash before my eyes. Few have had such an opportunity.
Ah, hey there. Catch you later. Howdy!
A gift? Am
Hello? Catch you later.
Hello. See ya.
Hey there. See ya. Hello. Howdy. Catch you later.
Hello. Sorry about the mess. It wasn't like this when I left this morning. So yeah, as you can see, there are rocks all over the place. Someone's been moving them around, I guess. Well, I know you only had a chance to look around for like 10 seconds, but who do you think could have done this? Captain? No, he swore an oath. To protect and serve. Yeah, he does come by sometimes, but he's not like other cats who jump up on your table and knock stuff over. Only way he'd ever do that is if there was a criminal on your table. Dang, wow. Yeah, maybe a thief came in and ransacked my house, but then realized there was nothing of value to steal and just left. How embarrassing for both of us. It'll be so awkward if we put him in jail and have to see him at work. If that's the bookcase, I only have my shelf to blame. Actually, it's none of the above. I ran out of space on my rock shelf, so I've just been placing my new ones in random places, starting to look like one of those old people houses we go to investigate when no one's heard from the old people in a long time, and... sorry. Got too real there for a sec. Usually with them, it's stacks and stacks of newspapers anyway, not rocks. So yeah, I need your help. I need a new rock shelf. You know, rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally so as to store and display rocks. Rock shelf. Can you help me build one? Well, yeah. I mean, kind of like a bookshelf, but for storing rocks. I probably won't be putting any books on this thing. Oh, unless it's a book about rocks. You know what? Let's not rule that out. Do you think you could make me a rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally that is capable of storing and displaying not only rocks, but potentially, if need be, books as well? Whew, nice. Thought I might be asking too much of you. Thanks a million. Just go ahead and stick it over there on the wall when it's done. Then I'll come home and be like, oh man, new rock case. Thanks. In addition to accepting my task, you've also given me a lot to think about. Well, see ya.
Arm yourself with the weapon of fashion.
Hello. Uh-huh. See ya.
See ya.
Howdy. Mm-hmm. Ah, thank you.
The other day, I was so tired. See ya. Hi. Thanks a lot.
So long, partner.
Howdy. Howdy. Be seeing you.
Hey, I was at work and I heard someone come in 'cause my house is next door, and I'm glad it's you and not someone else. Whoa. You really pulled all the stops out on this one. Books, rocks, heck, you could just put about anything in there. Let me just collect all my rocks here, and we can take this bad boy for a test display. Cool. Say, do you want to stick around for a bit? I mean, maybe you could help me decide which rocks to put where. All right, cool. Let me just put on some tunes to set the mood. So the short of it is, I like to organize the rocks into 3 categories: high, mid, and low tier. The mid tier represents the one I think are all right and definitely deserve a seat at the table, or a rock shelf. And low tier, well, those rocks I'm not a super fan of, but I'm sure other people like. Let's start with the top. First we got onyx, painite, zinc, and then this one. I don't know what it is. Onyx is dark and mysterious. It's pretty shiny, reflects light, makes you kind of wonder about the universe. Next is painite. Despite the name, it's really got nothing to do with pain. It's just a nice red rock. I've only ever found one before. She said it's super rare, maybe the only one in the world. So I guess you could say this rock is unique. Then there's zinc. Zinc is really useful. It's found in the wirings of our telegraphs, street lamp posts. Why, even the firing pin in our Civil Corps pistols are made of zinc. I'd hate to live in a world without zinc. Last but not least is this one. I had some stuff to say about the other ones, but not this one. Oh well. Ready to choose your favorite? And hey, in case you didn't think the stakes were high enough, despite it already being in high tier, why don't we also choose the rock that makes us think of each other? I'll go first. I choose painite, because it's the best rock, and you're the best rock. You seem pretty situated, but yeah, you're welcome. Okay, now you go. You think I'm as mysterious as onyx? I don't know. I'm an open book. Ask me anything. Heck, I'll give you better responses than a book ever could. Books can't talk. Nice. They look good up here. High and mighty, wondering what the peasant rocks are up to. Sorry, that was out of line. All rocks are great. Next is mid-tier. We have sulfur, selenite, and coal. Sulfur is toxic. I just like the way it looks. It's slightly toxic to touch, but definitely don't lick this one. It would make you pretty sick. Well, Captain licked it once and got sick. Guess it hasn't been tested on humans yet. I just wouldn't. Next is selenite. Some people call it selenite rose. Couldn't really recommend licking it either. I mean, maybe once or twice is fine. It's pretty much just salt. It'll dissolve if you lick it too much. Then you've got nothing, except maybe a tummy ache. Even if something isn't toxic, it's a good idea to wash it before you lick it. Probably ask first too. Yeah, that's just kind of a good rule for life. If you're ever thinking about licking anything, always ask for permission. Last, but again, not least, is coal. I place coal in the mid-tier because I just kind of like it. I mean, it is kind of an ugly chunk of gunk, only good for being used up, and then when it is, it harms the environment. But on the plus side, it's coal. I'm all picked out, I think. You're gonna have to fly solo from here on out, I think. Which one makes you think of me? Ah, yes, salt. Nature's candy. I'm honored that you would even think to associate me with one of the world's most diligent and memorable condiments. Maybe one day I can work my way up to ketchup, the deputy of condiments. All right, whew. Finally, we're about ready to wrap things up with low tier. Last and least. Need a minute, or are you ready? Yeah, well, it's pretty much all I do. You'd know a lot about rocks too, if you were me. All right, final tier. These are what people call regular rocks. Granite, sandstone, marble. Some of them have bits of quartz in them that sparkle in the sunlight. Some of them are quartz. When it comes to squeaking into bottom tier, the main thing I look for here is hustle. What shape is the rock? Does it look like it's a hard worker? Does it look like it started from the bottom and now it's trying to get into the bottom tier? This piece of granite to me looks like a fluffy cloud. The fact that such a hard, sturdy piece of rock could be so fluffy and cute makes me think I can be whatever I want to be. This sandstone, the fact that it's called a sandstone and not a sandrock, despite its location, I can't help but admire its rebellious spirit. This quartz, there are many others like it, but this one's mine. It's the most common crystal in the world. Tch, if you don't count feldspar. In some places, it's see-through. In other places, it's milky and not so see-through. Is it hiding secrets? Is it transparent about other things? When light passes through, it creates a rainbow. Even though it's common, its shape is unique, the same way every snowflake is unique. And when it wants to, it can create an amazing display of color. Like just about any crystal, really. That's why quartz is bottom tier. So now I ask, which of these do you think represents us? Sorry, I keep changing the rules of this game and stuff. I kinda just made it up on the spot. Need to work out the bugs. So yeah, which one is us? Yeah, whatever happens in Sandrock, we've got our whole lives ahead of us. We could do anything. We could even change our careers to deputy. Wow, there you have it. That took a lot longer than I expected, but the results speak for themselves. This is probably the best display I've ever seen. Thanks for helping me. Feel free to come and check out the rocks anytime. Doors always open. See ya. I've calculated that I spend about 30% of my day just staring off into space. Time well spent. Thanks a lot.
See ya. G'day. Oi. 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 Yeah. Oi.
Be seeing ya.
My other friends are rather garrulous, particularly Pablo. You and I are more reserved. Spending time with you. Thanks a lot.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming today. Following that whole kidnapping debacle, Logan's continued evasion of our forces, and I'm sure a lot of you have questions for us. Here to put all your fears to rest is none other than our trusty head of the Civil Corps, Sheriff Justice. Justice, please tell our good people how you plan to work with the specialist to catch Logan, Haru, and that young bandit boy before he gets himself into any worse trouble.
Well, Mayor, rather than answering directly, we are ready to deliver a profile.
What?
A profile on the newest member of the Logan gang. We believe our suspect is a Caucasian male, somewhere between the age of 10 and 18. Our current theory is that Logan's forcing him to serve through some nefarious method. Or someone took his toys away at some point in his early years. Now he seeks retribution, trying to steal back the childhood that was stolen from him. Due to the fact that we've never noticed him up until this point, we believe he's someone who joined recently. We will not rest until we apprehend this criminal, as well as every other member of the Logan gang. One more thing. Here's a photo of the specialist who should be arriving soon. If you see him wandering around town, just send him over to City Hall or the Civil Corps. He's the best our very limited funds could buy. Thank you, and good evening.
That's it? Justice, I said I wanted good news. What was that?
Look, Mayor, I told you I didn't want to do this press conference thing. Truth is, we got hoodwinked by those guys in the Miller Schooler, and we have no idea where they went. You prefer me telling everyone that?
I wasn't asking you to bend the truth. I just thought you were going to come up with something more substantial.
I'm not a mind reader, Mayor. You said you wanted good news, and I said I'd come up with something. That was the something.
I thought you did good.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Aw, shucks. You too?
How many bandits have you caught?
Nah, buddy. No need to be petty.
I mean, we've all caught the same amount of bandits, so we should be nicer to each other.
Sure. Yeah, take that to heart if you like. We'll try to do better. Thanks for the input.
I hope our specialist gets here soon.
I don't know how I feel about this specialist.
Burgess, my child, please, tell me what ails you. Allow me to put your worries to rest.
I really don't think we need a bounty hunter. There must be another way. I mean, Logan breaks a lot of rules, and there needs to be punishment for sure, but he's still one of the flock. Right, Pastor? Right? I just remember reading that it's conflicts between people like this that led to the day of calamity. If we escalate, what would Logan do? I just don't want to see anyone getting hurt. Maybe we can still reason with him? See? That's what I'm saying.
Look, we tried to tell him the truth about his father, He didn't listen. We tried to reach out to him after he blew up the temple. He ignored us. After the last few incidents, the time for dialogue has passed. Something needs to change.
Yeah.
If you have any better ideas, I suggest you take them up with City Hall. We've made our decision. Regardless of how you feel, I hope you'll join me in praying for our own success. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must check on the minister. She has decided to spend some time out of the spotlight following the recent mishap.
I'll prepare her some extra mush.
That's very kind, but won't be necessary.
Hello. Uh-huh. Be seeing you.
So long, partner.
Bye.